What up? All right, hold on. I think we're good. So we were trying to go live everywhere we could, and it didn't quite all work, but that's okay. All right, so here's what you might notice today. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube Vertical, aka in the Shorts feed, and we're live on Kick. I was gonna try and go live on TikTok, but apparently I don't actually have access anymore. So, yeah. What's up? Stickman, Richard, Fadeaway, how we doing? I thought we would have live access on TikTok still. I was given a stream key like forever ago. I never utilized it, so I'm guessing they revoked it. I'm guessing they took it back. So we won't be able to stream on YouTube or TikTok probably ever, because you have to have like 10,000 followers. And I don't ever get new followers on TikTok. So there's that. Yo, what's up, Jatana? How we doing? Hey, Southern Metal. Doing pretty good, man. How are you? Okay, so yeah, we're live on YouTube, YouTube Vertical, and can't talk, and Kick. Yeah, let's talk about today's build, and let's talk about the upgrades. Don't care about TikTok. I don't really care about it either, except the fact that like it exists and lives do really well over there. So, you know, if that meant, you know, growing the business, then, you know, I'd be happy to do it. But since we can't do it, we can't do it. All right, let's talk about first upgrades to the setup. Oh, yeah. I shocked my stream deck and it restarted. Okay, so first, we've got the we've got our vertical scene here, or sorry, the top-down scene. So we can see top-down here. We can even we can add our face in there. We've got our front, and then we've got the back. So now, when I'm sitting back here doing all my cable management nonsense, you guys will be able to see what we're doing. So that'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool. All right, let's bring it back to here. Yeah, the over-the-shoulder look. There you go. So there it is. I didn't create a scene with over-the-shoulder minus the front camera. We can do that at some point if we want to, but I think it'll be fine like this. Yeah, so that's what we got set up today. Let's take a look at this though. So we've got a pretty cool build today. It's got an i7 14700K. It's somewhere down here. There it is. 14700K, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM from Team Group. We've got 3 terabytes of storage, some from Team Group, some from ADATA. Asus TUF Z790 plus Wi-Fi. Team Group Siren CPU cooler, and an MSI Mag 850 watt power supply. We've also got, there's not enough room for me to pick it up and show it to you guys, but we've also got a custom painted case for today, so I think you guys are really gonna like that. I think you guys are gonna like it. Jennifer, how are you? What are the odds that Red's body will block the over-the-shoulder cam? Don't worry, I'm actually viewing OBS here, so I can kind of make adjustments both to the camera and to myself during the stream. Don't worry. I'm doing good, Jennifer. I'm doing good. Matthew, what's up? Okay, well let's get my gloves on and we can get started on this build ASAP. ASAP's foibles. We're gonna get started on this build so that you know, we'll play some games later today. Oh yeah. Dang, Daniel. Yeah, we're gonna get this baby done. So yeah, 4070 Ti Super. I don't know if I said that. 4070 Ti Super, 14700K, 32 gigs of RAM, and you know, some other stuff. Lots and lots of good stuff. I don't know if anyone's hanging out or even seeing the vertical stream. We'll find out. I don't know. I don't really know how that all works, to be honest. I'm kind of a noob here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so what I can do here is this. The vertical stream, you can see We've got an overhead and the one in front for now. And then if I want to later on, we can swap to this one, which shows the over the shoulder cam and the front one. So pretty cool, pretty cool. All right. Asus Tough Z790 plus Wi-Fi, 14700K, 1 terabyte, 3 terabytes, and 32 gigs of DDR5. Let's go. Let's get after it. Got our handy dandy knife to open stuff up. Fade away, how we doing? Also, I forgot to, there we go, let's do that. You excited? Are you excited to see your PC come to life before your very eyes? All right, we don't need the Wi-Fi adapter right now. Just gonna stick that in our handy dandy box. Duckside, what's up? How are we doing? All right, we don't need this. We shouldn't need any of this either, at least not right now. Not running out of storage, that's for sure. I mean, that's kind of the idea. Like when you ask for like a streaming and gaming PC, if your budget allows for it, I will definitely push for extra storage just because it's really nice to have a little extra storage. I mean, you can always add a second SSD yourself later on down the road. It's pretty straightforward, but you know, if you can do it right now, why not? What's the ticket on this beauty, Stickman? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. I don't know off the top of my head. You know, you feel like I should probably know the cost of everything that I sell, and I do, sort of, but like I don't. Fadeaway's in here if he wants to tell you what he paid for this beautiful machine. He is more than welcome to. I want to say it's in the realm of like 3,000, but it might be a little less than that. I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna get all of our little peelies off of here. Does this one have a little peely on it too? I feel like it did, but I don't see one. Cool. Day's going good, Duck. Day is going good. Didn't work too hard today, and we're here now, and we got all this stuff set up. Feeling good about it. Feeling good about it. Nothing's happening on the YouTube vertical stream so far, so that could be a bust, but we'll see. 3 big ribs. There we go, see? 3 big ribs, he says. See, I was right. Yeah, it's a solid build for sure. And honestly, kind of what I'm finding is you can go, I mean, we went with a pretty high-end GPU here too, but you can go with an even lower-end GPU if you've got a solid CPU and RAM and everything and be able to game and stream pretty effectively. But, we forgot the budget for it. You might as well get a good GPU too. Should have bought one of those controllers off you. Do you still want one? I can ship one out to you pretty quick if you want one. I will sell it to you. What the heck? Why is that stuck? There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. Take that out of here. All right, so we've got our 14700K installed. Easy peasy. Colin, how we doing? Welcome in. All right, let's get our 1 terabyte main SSD drive in here. But yeah, like I still, like one of them I'm planning to keep, but I've got 2 of them. And I don't even play controller, so I would be hard pressed to, justify keeping both of them, So there's that. And I think for next year, I might try and see if we can get some like Hall effect controllers or something. For like the next Loot Fest. I don't know, we'll see. This has a 14700K. Okay. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, this is gonna be an amazing build for sure. What's the least amount I can spend on a stream PC for 1080p streaming? Are you also trying to game from that same PC, Colin? Or are you just strictly trying to stream from it? Do I prefer Intel or AMD? It depends. If you're trying to game and stream off of a single PC, I would say Intel is better because you get all of those efficiency cores for not much more money. If you're just gaming, I prefer AMD. Like price to performance, I think AMD does better for strictly gaming. Warzone frames. What Warzone frames will I get with this? 14700K, 4070 Ti Super. You should be averaging close to 200 FPS, but it highly depends on the amount of like stuff you have going in the background, you know? Is this not the right direction? I guess it goes this way. Oops. Okay, there we go. I can say that we had a very similar build at Loot Fest, and we're averaging between 150 and 170 FPS at 1440p, gaming and streaming at the same time. That one did have more RAM, but I kind of doubt that you'll run into having not enough RAM. Why is my nose itchy? Second PC just for streaming. You already have an Elgato capture card. You can do it for real cheap. Like the one I built for Rytech has like a 12400, like an Intel i5 12400 and 1650. I think in strictly parts, that was probably like $600 or something like that. For me to like actually get that to you, it's probably like $850 or something like that. Lufest GPU was only 4070. That's true. Yeah. So this thing has a more powerful GPU. Just has less RAM. That's really it. Love that view of the top of your head. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. No dandruff here. All right, so this is our ADATA Legend 800 2 terabyte. Got lots of storage now. We've got the 3 full terabytes of storage in here. Bionic Pickle, what's up? You need some screws. Uh-oh. Yeah, keep that in mind. Also, chat, if you're not already, you're hanging out on Kick, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Maybe go hang out over there. We're working really hard to get monetized on YouTube, and like that's gonna be the home for all of our like videos and stuff too. So, you know, make sure you're subscribed over there. Consider hanging out and watching from over there, because I read all the chats. Jables, how we doing? By the way, fix your text-to-speech. Is it not working right now? Have you tried it? Is it still doubling? What's going on here? What's going on here? When I redid my, oh, you know what? When I redid all my BIOS and stuff, I think, oh shoot, I don't have my mouse over here. I think it could have just been a casualty of that, because all of my audio like mixer settings got messed up. Open volume mixer, creator dashboard. NVIDIA broadcast, LED keeper. I don't know which one that is. We'll call that one. System. Hi, Cupcake. Oh, well, I should probably set up that, but here you go. On their own, another motherboard that doesn't have a CMOS button, right? Okay, Google Chrome, that's on system. Creator dashboard, that's on system. System sounds, it's default. Default, put the system. Okay, I don't know if that'll fix it. PC Builder takes 1.5 years to update his own BIOS. I mean, realistically, you don't need to update your BIOS all the time. If you start having issues, like that's when you update your BIOS, and I started having issues, so. Okay. You can try text to speech again. If it doesn't work, I'll have to look into it. Duckside, thank you for coming over to the YouTube chat. Appreciate you. Oh, you need some screws for your wall mount? I had screws at home. You can't see it, but look. There you go. Can you tell now? It's plugged in. Snap of the gloves. Ugh, isn't that so good? So good. Okay, we've got all of our SSDs in here. Let's get our RAM installed. Got to troll somehow. That's right. Go troll in the YouTube chat, Pickle. Do it. Do it now. Stickman. Stickman's in the YouTube vertical chat, I think. I'll be where you need me. That's right. That's right. 'Cause Duckside's a true believer. But yeah, when I updated my BIOS and everything, it screwed everything up. I mean everything. Like none of my audio stuff was working properly after I updated my BIOS. It was super cool. Super cool. What do we have? T-Force. Don't remember the mounting stuff for the T-Force. We might be able to put some of that on now. Ugh, PC builder fail. All right, so we've got here our T-Force Delta. Now that's a fail. Seems okay. All right, try this again. And hopefully not drop it this time. I had to have you build mine because I was tired of doing it. Well, you came to the right person. You came to the right man. Okay. Didn't hear the double click, but appears to be fully seated. Cool. Stop telling me what to do. I'll tell you what to do whenever I want, Pickle. Why is seriously, why is my nose so itchy? I don't get it. Okay. So we've got all that in there. We're gonna check and see if we can do some of the mounting stuff now for the CPU cooler. And then, yeah, we can move on to showing you the cool case. Botrix has joined the channel. Sure has. Yeah, I wonder if like my Chrome extension just isn't working right for Botrix. Maybe that's all it is. I don't know how to fix that because it's stupid. I mean, I'm sure I can figure out how to fix it. I just don't know, like off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to mess with it. Alrighty then. All right. Oh, don't fall. Alrighty. It's our LGA 1700 pack right here. Come on, stop lacking and do a custom hardline loop. Well, someone's got to buy a custom hardline loop first. I don't do that stuff for free. Come on. Hold on. I can't get some of these peels off with my fingers because I'm wearing gloves, so I have to cheat. There we go. Okay. So we got that. You just got a stick of that through the back side here. Okay. If we push it down a little bit, it should stick at least well enough for it to stay on. Do I show feet for free? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your boy's wearing shoes. You can just barely see them down there. Sometimes it takes all day to do one. Oh, it takes more than all day to do one. Well, I guess it depends on how you set it up. But I'm talking like you gotta make all the bends, like you gotta plan out the loop, you gotta make all the bends, you've gotta flush everything, you've gotta try and like fill the loop the first time, then you gotta let it run for a day, then you gotta drain it, and then you gotta do it again. Duckside coming in with a sub on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Also, if you haven't yet and you're on YouTube, make sure you back out of the chat and click that thumbs up button, not just the hearts inside. Make sure you back out and click that thumbs up button, all right? I've been told it helps the stream, okay? I don't know anything about it, but I've been told it helps. Okay, we're gonna put the rest of this stuff over here for now. Beth Z coming in with a sub. JH coming in with a sub as well. Welcome in. Okay, we don't need to look at this for a minute. Whoops! It's just my screwdriver, don't worry. Everything's totally fine. Nothing even happened. You didn't see anything. Rudy West coming in with a sub. Appreciate that. All right, let's take a look. We've got our motherboard out here, but you guys haven't seen yet. You have not yet seen what this case looks like, and I'm excited to show you because Mrs. Red stayed up all night. I'm just kidding. But we did put in a lot of work for this case. So you can see here on the front, got this nice orange paint with some lines there, and then on the back, oh yeah, look at that. We didn't get a, Fadeaway didn't have a logo for us per se, so we custom designed this for him. So hopefully you like it because we put in a lot of work on it, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks pretty darn good. Okay. All right. So now that I've shown you all these case panels, we're gonna take them all off. Come on, because they're all in the way. Okay. Every single one of these is in the way of something we got to do later, so I gotta get them out of here. Okay. That's awesome? Yeah. I knew you'd like it. I knew it. I think you just made my logo. Well, if you want to keep it that way, just let me know and I'll send you the. You'll have to like send me an email, but I'll send you the file so that you can have a good quality version of it, or at least a decent quality version of it. It's not in like, you know, Photoshop or anything like that. So, okay. All right, we're gonna slide this guy on over here. Oh yeah, look at that. We're gonna get our motherboard installed. So this is the NZXT H7 Flow RGB case, which means these front fans come from NZXT with RGB already on them. So we don't have to mess with those at all. It's great. It's great. All right, we're gonna bring this down just a little bit. And we gotta get these. Somebody calling me? No? Okay. We're good. All right. Cupcake, are you still in here? You still lurking in here somewhere? I saw that tweet. Don't think you can get that past me. Okay, back to here. Let's get this motherboard installed. My phone was vibrating. I thought I was getting a phone call, and then I just happened to see the notification for it. Thank you. Use code Cupcake. What's up, Trevor? I'm your #1 fan. Yeah. That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear out of our partners. Okay. This, oh yeah, 2 more bolts. 2 more bolts. Building another masterpiece, I see, of course. Of course. That's what we do. So how does your house temperature affect PC temperature? It shouldn't affect it a ton. Like, as long as your house isn't like 90 degrees, your PC will be fine. So, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about that. As long as, like, if you're in a like reasonably comfortable temperature, then like you'll be fine. Okay, let's get this up. Let's bring this back up here. And we're gonna get Lazy Susan out here. Because here's the thing. The temperature of like your components and stuff while you're doing things is so much higher than the ambient temperature, even if it's kind of warm in your house or your room, you'll still have pretty effective cooling. Because when you look at temperatures, like you're seeing temperatures, like temperature readouts on your PC, those are in Celsius by default. So you're looking at like, say, okay, you don't want your CPU more than 60 degrees or 70 degrees. Well, that's 70 degrees Celsius, which is significantly hotter than your house is going to be, hopefully. Angry Vet Gaming, what's up? Great talking to you in Dallas. Hey, good to meet you as well. Okay. Lazy Susan's out here. Get this on up here. And then, so for anyone watching the live vertical stream, we're gonna switch over to that scene. And then for everybody else, what if we switch over to here? What do we think of that? What do we think? I feel like that, that scene, I thought it would be better over there, but I think just based on where we end up putting stuff. I just don't, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do we just hide? Do we just hide this? Top left to top right. I can't because it's got a, it's like cropped right now. I mean, I can make it smaller, I guess. How's that? Is that okay? I couldn't crop it the correct, like the way I would want to. I need to do a, I need to like apply a mask to it. I could probably do that. Hold on. Filters. Image mask blend. I think. Browse. How did I do this before? I think it's in documents. Stream. OBS add-ons. Webcam crop. How about that? Nope, that didn't work. Aha! That should have cropped it a little bit. All right. We'll make that better later on. But for now, that should be okay. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, I could flip it. That would look kind of weird though. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's start. Let's just start plugging stuff in. Let's not worry about it. This is basically a test stream. Okay. It's basically all just a test to see what you guys think. Okay. So no matter what, this is gonna be some of this stuff. You're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. So there's our HD audio. Need to undo this. I need to figure out, I think, some more lighting. Like I need to wall mount a light here or something, just to get a little bit better lighting for our poor little Elgato camera. It's not as powerful as our webcams. It needs better lighting. Okay. Get our USB Gen 3.2 installed. All right, here we go. Boom, got it. Get our USB 3 installed. Probably in the same spot, yeah. Look at that bald spot. Wes is just jealous of my impeccable hairline. Don't listen to him. All right. Next we've got these. These are the fan power cables for the included RGB fans. So we'll get those installed here real quick. That's gonna be, we're gonna use one of these, use one of these guys down here. Just like that. Boom, right there. Same thing, we've got RGB now. It's gonna go right down here as well, right next to that actually. Boom, just like that. Okay, now all that's connected in. I can actually do just a wee bit of cable management here. Wait, where's our front panel connectors? Where's our front panel connectors? There it is. Let's get that connected in. Well, let's get that connected in too. Front panel goes right there. Boom, just like that. Okay. All right. It's not perfect, but it's at least a start. Now you guys are gonna learn all the secrets of the trade. You know, I can't hide how I do my cable management anymore. Who's gonna buy a computer now? Lemons, what's up? Need 3 fans like that? These are the ones that come with the case. Wait, I was looking at myself. We knew it. We knew it. All right. That stuff's all connected up. Let's work on our CPU cooler. Okay. Gotta get our fans out here. We're gonna shift this over as much as we're able to. Get our actual cooler out of here. And we can close this up. Throw that in our recycling bin. Yo, what's up, Uncle Bud? How we doing? Hold on. Better than your cable management. Well, this is your cable management now. This is yours. You're paying for this cable management expertise. Oh, before I forget, I always do, we've got this one exhaust fan from the back that I want to plug in. Usually there's a chassis fan header right along the side here. There's not. We've got CPU optional, AIO pump. Okay, we can use this CPU optional spot right there. Cool, cool. Okay. Before we assemble that, got some things here that we can do. Okay, we've got this 3-to-1 header here, or 3-to-1 adapter. So we can plug that into our CPU cable, or CPU header. It's gonna be right there. Okay, got that in there. And then we're just gonna run that to the back, like that. Just getting this stuff out of the way. We definitely don't need those. That's not what I thought it was for a second. Got that. Got our RGB. Oh, we do need stuff out of there. Okay, we don't need these though. Okay, got all that. Put it down there for now. It's been a minute, but it has been a minute. Where you been? Okay, get our little plastic bit off of here. Come on. Come on. Here we go. All right. So my plan is to go this direction if possible. Should be able to accomplish that just fine. So we're gonna move this cable over to the other side. This is for the AIO pump. So move that over here, just like so. We're gonna connect in our RGB to the header over there. Not that we need to do it now, because I just realized that it's not up top, but we'll do it now anyways. Angry Vet, what is that, a temp sensor? What are we talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? On top of the radiator? No, that's the pump. So most AIOs have the pump down here on the CPU cooler block, but this one actually has it in the radiator. So that's your CPU cooler pump right there. That's what's going to pump the water, instead of having it on the CPU cooler. Pretty neat. Okay. I think before we assemble this, I know that I got this out and then now I'm like doing a bunch of other things instead of it, but we're kind of thinking on our feet here a little bit. We're gonna put our 2 CPU power cables in there before we go any further. Yeah. So there's a handful of companies that do that. Most of them you will find it in the CPU cooler block, but every now and then you'll find one up in the radiator. Okay, we got our cables here. Get those out. Get our power supply out, but we're just gonna set it on the ground for a minute. We don't need it right now. Okay, let's find our CPU power cables. You have an MSI power supply, figured it matched best with the MSI motherboard. They're not bad. They're not bad. You don't really have to like match stuff up like that. I mean, they all kind of come with standard stuff. Okay, got our GPU power cable, we need that. We don't need that. Don't need that. There's our CPU power cable, right? Yep. Right? Yes. This is our other CPU power cable. I don't know if we need SATA, so we'll just grab one. Don't need another SATA for sure. Motherboard power, we're good. That's everything. So some of these we're just gonna set aside for now. What we really just wanted was these CPU power cables. Yeah, but when us rookies are doing it, I wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. The more important thing is to make sure, one, you get a good quality power supply, and two, you get a power supply that is appropriately sized for your system, which typically means it's big enough for your GPU, because the GPU is like the most power hungry bit, although CPUs do pull a lot of power too. Okay, got our other CPU power cable. Okay, got that plugged in. Just scooching it onto the back of the case. There we go. Cool, just like that. All right, so we got all that done. The next thing we're gonna need to do is get our fans installed here. So again, we're gonna face it this way. You get that nice little T-force up there. You'll be able to see that hopefully. And which means when I flip this here, the tails of all these fans need to go that way. So let's just make sure we set that up correctly. These are all gonna be exhaust fans as well. Let's do that. At least I won't have a PC that will overheat. That you will not. That you will not. I mean, like if you're running full load on your CPU, like, you know, benchmarking stuff, yeah, it'll get hot. But in normal usage, nah. Okay. Get all of our bolts out here. There we go. Okay, got those bolts started. Which means these ones should go in easy. On to the next fan. I benchmarked one time and it made me nervous how hot it would get. Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to be nervous about it because CPUs and motherboards are pretty smart these days. So when it starts getting hot enough, it's going to start dialing back the boost speed of your CPU. So you'll notice that you'll start getting a lower clock speed out of your CPU, and then it'll also, you know, start pulling less power until it reaches some sort of stable value where it doesn't exceed the temperature threshold. So you don't really have to worry about it. Now, granted, you don't want to run it that hot all the time because that will shorten the life of your CPU and other components. But if you're just doing like a benchmark or, you know, some stuff here and there, then it's not a big deal. Newer CPU GPU allow more heat than older stuff, right? I think so. I mean, usually the maximum is like 100 degrees, like 95 degrees for AMD and 100 degrees for Intel, I believe, depending on the chip. That's usually like the standard. But it'll tell you, like if you have like something like Hardware Info 64, which is free, it'll tell you what TJ Max is, which is the max CPU temperature to allow before it starts thermal throttling. GPUs thermal throttle much lower at much lower temperatures, but they're designed, like especially like the 40 series, they're designed with such good cooling that they almost never get anywhere near that sort of temperature. That's a store. What's a store? You never see over 75 typically? Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't. If you're more than 75, you need to adjust your fan curve for your I did this backwards. Son of a nutcracker! How did I do that wrong? You gotta be kidding me. All right, I gotta flip all these fans around. How did I do that backwards? Can't believe you guys let me do that. Oh, TJ Maxx, yeah. Yes. This is your fault. Can't believe y'all would let me do that. Can I just flip this that way, maybe? This way. He said son of a nutcracker. Try not to swear on stream, Cupcake. Granted, once I start playing video games, all bets are off. But at least while I'm on YouTube, I won't be swearing. Yo, what's up, RK? How we doing? I'm doing fabulous. That's right. It's very easy to not swear while I'm building a computer because I don't really find it stressful. There's nothing competitive about it. I'm not trying to like beat some sort of time. I'm just putting together a computer. Just doing some expensive adult Legos, you know? Faster, dang it! You can't make me! On your mark, get set, go! Okay, there we go. Now we're going. Now we're going. Okay, there we go. Just trying to give Rytek more time to like get ready for later, because we're supposed to play some games with him. I have a podcast interview tonight with who? If I ever buy my red PC, I want a how fast can I build it stream. Done. You got it. Splenda papi, what's up? Okay, all the bolts are in. Let's tighten these babies down. Oops. Okay, now we can undo all these. Definitely need to get a PC from you when I get the funds. I love watching your streams. Hey, appreciate that. How's everybody over on YouTube doing? It's a little quiet over there. You guys falling asleep on me? How's Colombia? Oh man, it was so much fun. I mean, besides getting Giardia, I had a blast. The trek was really cool. I love that it was not super expensive to like go do stuff and eat and all that. Yeah, we had so much fun. Got tan, got to be in the sun and sweat outside. It was great. Swam in some rivers. It was wonderful. What? You say something? Exactly. Wake up! Wake up, YouTube. How long was I gone? It was like 8 days total, like including the 2 travel days. So we left Idaho on Saturday morning, or I guess it ended up being Saturday afternoon because our flights got delayed. We ended up leaving, on Saturday afternoon. Arrived in Colombia Sunday morning, and we were supposed to like stay the night in Bogota and like have, like the morning in Bogota and then fly out to Santa Marta. Instead, because it was so delayed, we ended up just like staying in the Bogota airport and making our flight to Santa Marta, and then had a day or so in Santa Marta and enjoyed that, and then started our trek across the Sierra Nevadas. Okay, so gotta get all these guys sticking out through there. I think we can plug this guy in before we forget. This is our, come on, I can't do it. Come on, there we go, okay. So that's our AIO pump connector there. I got that in. We get these guys sticking through. There we go. Okay. Did I get rid of the worms? I didn't get worms. Giardia is a bacterial infection. Numbnuts. But yes, I finished my antibiotics, so. Also, I kind of forgot that I was on antibiotics on Friday. And I also doubly forgot that the doctor was like, do not drink alcohol while you're on these antibiotics. Like, you'll get pretty sick. And then I felt kind of sick at the end of the stream on Friday night. I was like, man, why do I feel so crappy? And then I remembered I was on antibiotics. So that was fun. I remembered that like the next day. I was like, oh, no wonder I felt so terrible. Okay. So, I'm gonna get this going here. Didn't know what it was, but worms sounded good. Yeah, no, a couple of people did get treated with the anti-parasitic. I was not one of those people, but those people were having like, seriously bad diarrhea, like constantly. And I was not, so I did not have to go through that. Okay, I think I got all those kind of pulled through. Let's get this bolted in here. Okay. Like, I'm talking, one of them said they were up every like 20 minutes one night after the trek, thankfully, but still. It's like, ooh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, it does sound pretty awful, right? I was like my stomach was feeling kind of off and stuff, especially while I was in Colombia, but then I was just like, I would just get nauseous. I would eat and I would just be like, ugh, I just felt gross and nauseous, like every meal for like a week, even when I was like, while I was at Loot Fest too. And then I went to the doctor and they're like, oh yeah, here you go. And we fixed it. The parasites, I'm not sure. about all of that. Giardia is from like usually from ingesting some water that's not purified or whatever. So it could have been from like when we were when we were swimming in the rivers, or it could have been from like, you know, taking a shower or brushing our teeth, something like that. Not really sure. Burke, oh man, the computer case looks crazy. I wonder which graphics card are you using. It's got a 4070 Ti Super. The Super. What lens do you have on your top-down camera? That's so both of my Sony cameras have a Sigma f1.4 16 millimeter. So I spent about $400 on each of those lenses, and then the camera bodies were also about $400 to $500. All right, so I think, yeah, we're gonna kind of buy. Now we can tighten down. Don't want to over tighten them because you definitely do not want to mess up those threads. Aluminum threads are not robust. Hopefully they didn't swim up the old pee-pee hole. I don't think so. I mean, I didn't have to deal with any of that, so I don't know. I said ingesting. Ingesting, Dave. All right. AIO is installed up top there. So we're good to go there. Let's get our little RGB connection in here. We'll move this down. To that. Okay, I think this goes on, looks like it goes on this side maybe. Okay, that's fully seated. Headed out, homie. See ya. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Trevor. Appreciate it. The pooter's looking good. It's looking good. I agree. We're making some progress here. Okay, I think next we're gonna have to. We'll have to run this guy to the back, but maybe we put this in and then we'll start working on all of the cable management. So this does come with a little tube here, but maybe we use one of these other tubes we've got laying around. We've got some Arctic MX6. I have 2 tubes of Arctic MX6. Let's use that. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Just get a bunch of it on there. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Really like to be wasteful when I put it on thermal paste. And then I think I have a spatula in here somewhere. Here we go. Here's my little plastic spatula. I really need to buy some more. I need to buy some more. What are they called? Paper towels for in here. I ran out. Yeah, my phone is vibrating like crazy. What is going on? Everything's fine. Literally nothing happening, okay? All right, I've got a pretty dirty microfiber cloth down here we can use. By dirty, I just mean it's got junk on it, so. Might have pulled a little too much off the top there. Hide that, looks pretty good. Nice thin coat of thermal paste on there. Take our little thing off of here. That looks nice and clean. We're good there. And get our fancy spring bolts on here. It's looking beautiful. That's right. The new camera looks good. Hey, I like that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that because it had been something I did not love about the streams previously, but I just didn't have a way to fix that. But now that Loot Fest is over and that camera, I bought that camera for Loot Fest. So now that Loot Fest is over, I have a little more, I have the ability to use it and not have to like worry that I was gonna have to tear it down. So it's nice to have that. Stop moving, Susan. Okay, looks pretty good. I don't think it's cockeyed or anything. The new over-the-shoulder camera froze. Shoot. Hold on. There we go. We got it. Turn that off. That might help. Okay, we're good. We got it. Good comms, good comms. Good thing I read chat, huh? Huh? Right. It's a bomb setup for sure. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta sneak this guy up to the back. Just like this. Okay, so that's everything there. Wait, hold on. I don't know if you guys are gonna hear this. It's gonna look real weird. No, there's no way you heard that. There's no way you could hear that. Lame. Can't believe I hyped that up like that for you guys. Okay, anyways. I need some water. Okay, let's work on all of these fans. So we're gonna first get our fan cables plugged in. How are you guys doing that? Okay, so we got this one. That's our other thing there. One of these should be. So we got that one. It's one from that fan. Should be one from this fan. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's the one from fan 2. Okay, got that. And fan 3 is right here. Get that plugged in as well. Cool, got all that. All right. Don't think these are long enough to reach all the way around there. That. So we'll probably run these guys down this way. Hydration. Okay. Let's got those there. Okay, so there's our CPU power cables kind of out of the way over here. We can do a little extra cable management over there. Okay. I think we can get all these guys kind of over here like this. That might be a thick enough bundle we can do it on the underside. Okay, got all that there. Now, we can daisy chain all of our stuff. So we'll start with, this is the CPU cooler block. Okay, let's get our scissors and stuff out. Hydration is key to Warzone dubs. It's true. It's true. Gotta stay hydrated. Gots to stay hydrated. And we're gonna be playing some Warzone here in not too long, because we are moving. We are moving through this build. All right. Okay. So what I'm doing here, if you're wondering, these 5 volts and even the 12 volt connectors, they're not super good about staying together. So I've had a few come apart in shipping, like separate in shipping. And so I want to make sure that they're nice and tight and will not come apart. Obviously the electrical tape comes off if absolutely necessary, but it should not come off in shipping, which is the important part. Did you try the finals, the game? I have not. I have not tried, I haven't hardly played any games in like a month or two, so no. It's not, I don't really have enough time to like try and learn a new game or anything. I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2. So I've played other games like since then, but like with how little I play these days, I don't really bother with trying to learn new games. Okay, got all that. And then that should connect into our RGB header here, which I don't know why I need. I don't need actually at this point. So we're gonna take that one out. Is this guy connected to anything? It is not. It is not connected to anything. So I guess I didn't need to daisy chain all of these, but I did anyways. So we don't need that 3-to-1. We're just gonna use this. Okay, so there's our RGB. It's all connected in. Put that away. I need a couple of zip ties here, because we're gonna do some stuff, some cable management stuff. Okay, yeah, it's not too tight. Open this bad boy up. Run all this stuff over here. Hopefully Susan will cooperate with me. Okay. Maybe do one more zip tie there just to make that look nice. Cool, got that. That's a lot of Call of Duty years. 2002 was the first one, yep. It came with my Xbox 360, I think it was. They like came for free with the Xbox back then, whichever one was out. I think it was the 360. And so that's when I started playing it. I took a lot of time off from gaming in general back in college. So there was several years in there where I didn't play anything, but yeah. Does that stick out too much? I don't think it does, but we'll find out, I guess. Ah, how did you get out of there? How did you escape that? Okay, so got all that. Time to get our power supply installed. So let's get that out of here. .360 came out in 2005. Okay, so I guess it did come with the original Xbox then. When we got it, we didn't get the original Xbox like when it came out, I don't think. But whenever Call of Duty came to Xbox and they were giving it away with the Xbox, that's when I first started playing Call of Duty. Okay, we don't need SATA, so we'll take that out of here. There's no SATA power required on here. And we'll get our GPU cable powered up. You had PlayStation that switched to Xbox 360. Yeah, I've been Xbox my entire life. I mean, obviously, since I'm starting to play on PC, I haven't really been on Xbox. But as far as consoles go, you know, we had Nintendo 64. And then we had the original Xbox, and it was always Xbox after that. Okay, so there's our power supply all cabled up. And just check to make sure those are all connected up. They are. All right, and then there should be in here a little baggie. There are power supply bolts. PlayStation came out in '94. Probably older than you. Yeah, I'm only 31. I'm not that old. I mean, like, my friends had PlayStations. I didn't have one. But again, they didn't have them, like, when they came out, because I'm not that old. Like, when I was a kid, we got an NES. We had that for a while. And then later on, we got a 64. And then a little later on was when we got the original Xbox. Still not done. I know, Richard. It's because you aren't here to yell at me. I don't know how to work hard if Richard's not here, you guys. He's actually vital to the stream. You don't even know. Okay. There's that. Let's get our motherboard power cable in here. can't see it. There we go. Okay. My hand is shadowing the connector, so I can't, the header, so I can't see if I actually had it in the right spot or not. Okay, I heard the click. Yep, we're good. It clicked. Okay. So motherboard power is now in here. We can do a little of this. A little bit of that. Jeez, why are you being so difficult? There we go. I really want it to be underneath that. I really do. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, there's that. Now let's get our GPU in there. It's time for the star of the show. Color seems different on the shoulder cam. Yeah, it's because it's like an Elgato. I need to, I think I put it on like the color balance and stuff on auto, but I can probably change it. It makes my beard look like red. Definitely not correct. But like I said, I literally set this up like within the last, within 30 minutes before I went live. So I did my best. But it is time to get this GPU installed. Playing Chopper on Atari. Yeah, I didn't have that. Never had an Atari, but definitely played on your uncle's pre-Nintendo days. Oh, Frog Hopper was so good. I definitely played Frog Hopper on the computer. I started PC building after your brother passed away, and then decided instead of drinking alcohol that I was addicted to, put money into building instead of drinking. That's how you got into PC gaming. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I mean, like, obviously, very unfortunate circumstances, but that's a pretty cool way to, you know, get yourself out of, you know, that kind of mess. You know, I got into PC gaming because I was gaming on my Xbox and streaming from a really bad laptop, and I was getting sick of it not being able to do what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be able to like edit stuff, and so I asked my wife if I could spend some of our money and make a cool computer, and I did that, and I was terrified, but I enjoyed it, and then I just kind of decided I wanted to keep trying to do it. Oh, since you're in here, Fadeaway, this is your GPU support. As I'm sure you know, I'm gonna have to leave it out for shipping, otherwise the expandable foam will catch it and rip it out. So just, if you wanna keep your GPU from sagging, make sure you install that later. It's very simple. And since you've built computers before, I have no doubt you will be capable of doing it. Just set that there. Make it look nice. Make what look nice? Talking about the cable management? I gotta get all the cables in there before I can really make it look nice. Although it already doesn't look too bad. 1,363 days without a drink. Congrats, dude. That's a long time. What is that in years? Is it roughly 400 days in years? So like 3 years and change, right? 3 years and some change. I'm bad with simple math, guys. Don't judge me. Okay. All right, we've got that. Pull a couple of these out of here just in case. No stupid peels to pull off. Okay. This thing does not appear to be. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got that. Put these back. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it has that warm effect. Yeah. I didn't really want to spend too much time messing with it, and I didn't really look at it in comparison to my other cameras, but I probably should have. I probably should have looked at it in comparison to my other stuff. Well, I know it's 365, but for like ease of dividing in my brain, if I say 400, that gets me a lot closer, you know? Bloodbath says 3.7 years. It's pretty solid. Okay, there you go. There's the GPU installed. Now we just gotta run our GPU power cable out here. I like that it's yellow, that's fun. Yeah, we might as well use the little special GPU thing here. Might as well. Okay. There we go. Come on. There it is. Everything's connected. Let's do a little bit of cleaning up back here and then we're good to go. Grab some cable ties. If I could grab them. There we go. Okay, there you go. Not too shabby. Clip off these little guys. What do we think, chat? How do we feel about that? Not that it matters, because I'm going to leave it like this anyways. But I like to make you guys feel like you're involved. What do we think? Looking fabulous. Love that. Looks good. All right. Now we get to do the fun part of hiding all of that away. So I could have done this quite a while ago, but I didn't think about it. But we actually didn't even need to take the front panel off. And then we're going to put the side panel on. Just like that. Oh, see, we got a little bit of a bulge there. Oh wait, it just wasn't plugged in all the way. It's still bulging out just a little bit there. I think we, let's take a look at that. I had a feeling that that was going to be the case. This stuff right here, got that pretty big bunch of wires. But I think we can sort this out. I think we can figure out how to sort this out. Here we go. That should be enough. Yeah, that looks way better. Cool. Check that out. All right, we're gonna switch back to this camera here. Slide it on over. Sheesh. He doesn't care about our opinion? I really don't. Richard knows. I just want your validation. Out of this world? Yeah, buddy. All right, chat, you guys know what time it is. I want to see some fire emojis or anything orange, really. You know, going by the color of the case. I want to see some emojis in the chat. We're gonna bring down these lights a little bit. Okay. Get this thing plugged in. There we go. I almost don't even care what the inside looks like. The outside looks so good. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just look so good? Will it post? Oh, 100%. Jatana, what's up? Thank you for the fire emojis. RK with the fire emojis. Fade away with the emotes. Grims. I know there's a bunch of y'all here on well, there's at least a few of y'all here on Kick. I want to see those emojis right now. Right now. Dave Knight with the fire emojis. Come on, there's some more people in there. I know you're there. There we go. Graham's Cupcake. All right. You guys ready to see this? Are you ready to see it? I think we're ready to see it now. All right. First power up, i7-14700K, RTX 4070 Ti Super, 32 gigs of RAM, 3 terabytes of storage, and this awesome custom paint job. No power. Custom paint job is freaking sweet. Did I not get that plugged in all the way? What's going on here? Oh, it's plugged in. Is it this guy? We'll see. Let's jump it and see what happens. I did plug it in this time. Ruh-roh. It's definitely not the power strip because the camera and stuff is getting, camera and lights and stuff are all getting powered by the power strip, so I'm not worried about that. It sounded like there's power there. Blooper reel. If I had a bad PSU, I would be pretty annoyed. You might have a bad PSU. Holy cow. Now I already checked the PSU switch on both sides. No, there's literally nothing lighting up. I heard it when it connected. check out the motherboard power is all the way seated. Nothing whatsoever, huh? Oh, everything's connected, trust me. I know. Everything's connected. You can rewind it. Interesting. I wonder if MSI sent me a dead or a dead power supply. That is possible. Well, we're not gonna do the mother trucker. I know, right? Well, I'm not gonna try and do all this live on stream because that could be a while. But yeah, I guess we'll have to order another power supply. I can't remember the last time I can't remember having a power supply that was dead on arrival. I mean, let's just double check that there's not a different port to use on the my thing here. Do I have a different open one I can use? Let's see if I can use a different thing here. Hold on. Let's just double check. Let's just double check something here. No, it's 100% dead. Okay, I already messed with the PSU switch and tried it on, off and on. All the cables are connected in. There's literally like zero sound whatsoever. Like there's not a thing happening when I do that. When I try and click the power button, even when I jumped the power button on the motherboard. I think we got a dead power supply. Yep. Okay. Well, that's fun. Every PC builder's nightmare. It's easy. Power supply is easier than a lot of other things. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that replaced. That's unfortunate, especially for the customer who's in the chat wanting to get his new computer. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I know, it's gonna be a minute. That's okay. All right. Well, not as exciting of an ending as I'm sure you all were hoping for, and definitely not the ending I wanted to have for the PC building portion of the stream. But that is how we're gonna end it. I'm gonna have to deal with it offline because that's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. All right, if you are on, yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But okay, so if you're on YouTube, we are going to be ending the stream here. If you're on Kick, we're gonna go play some games. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you've liked and subscribed to the channel, and then we're gonna head on over to Kick and just play some games. Hey, thanks, Fade Away. Yeah, we'll get it sorted out. It's not a problem. That's as far as hiccups go, a dead power supply is pretty straightforward to swap out. Those might be a little bit of a pain to get out, those guys, but not insurmountable by any means. So we'll get to working on getting a replacement, and yeah, it'll come out in the next few days. All right. Let me move a bunch of this stuff over. Okay. Alrighty, YouTube people. Thank you for hanging out. YouTube people, we will see you next time. If you're on Kick, don't run away.